The Rhone Valley sits in southeast France, right on the Rhone River, and is split into northern Rhone and southern Rhone. Almost 90% of the wines come from the southern areas, but the northern areas create the best quality wines. Although the Rhone Valley is recognized for its feisty, peppery red wines, probably the North's Hermitage is its best known. It claims some white and rose wines too. Because the north and south ends of the valley are geographically and climatically different, the Rhone holds a very assorted mix of vineyards. The Rhone River begins life way to the north in Switzerland. As it makes its way down through the length of France, it widens to become the central feature of the Rhone Valley, which spans roughly between Lyons and Avignon. The Rhone Valley divides neatly into north-south regions at the town of Valence. The history you'll be part of includes Ligurians who were native to the land. As far as recorded history is concerned, the Celts and Greeks, then Phoenicians, followed by Romans and Vandals, Visigoths, Burgundians, then Ostrogoths, Franks and Saracens. And that just gets to the 8th century. It's diverse, to say the least, and makes for a variety of historical artifacts. The northern Rhone is a land of steep slopes carved into granite hillsides by the progress of the river over thousands of years. Vines cling to near vertical surfaces, or terraces carved into the rock. It is predominantly a red wine area, but some rare and expensive whites come from here. Towards the south, the steep slopes give way to a broad valley floor which is baking hot in the summer. An enormous quantity of mediocre red wine is produced, but pockets of superb quality exist. Not a lot remains, but one important carryover from the earliest of times is the trade that navigates both the Rhone and the Saône rivers. Both are navigable for a long distance and were instrumental in developing trade between the region and the rest of the Mediterranean. Below Lyon, where the Saône River joins it, you'll pass through the historic cities of Vienne, Valence, Avignon and Arles. Now to take a look at northern Rhone. The wines are red, made with Syrah grapes and up to 20% Viognier, a white grape used for its aroma. Legally, the Syrah and Viognier must be fermented at the same time, a process known as co-fermentation. Côte-Rôtie typically exhibits an almost paradoxical combination of meat aromas including bacon and floral aromas. However, even Côte-Rôtie from 100% Syrah can smell floral, ripe black cherry character in many of the wines. Alcohol levels are always high in the southern Rhone, often as much as 14.5% or even more in Châteauneuf du Pape, but I found obvious heat and a lack of balance through excess alcohol relatively rare in the wines. In each appellation there would be one or two examples of wines that seemed to be made to an international formula of overripe, jammy fruit and excess oak rather than expressing any inherent local character, but these, fortunately, were relatively rare.
Bye.